Bridges to Prosperity provides isolated communities with access to essential healthcare, education, and economic opportunities by building footbridges over impassable rivers. This idea began in 2001 when a photo in National Geographic magazine of men dangling precariously over a portion of the Blue Nile River in Ethiopia, using ropes to pull each other across a broken bridge span, inspired Bridges to Prosperity founder Ken France. Within 3 months, Ken had donated time, money, and materials, enlisted eager family members, friends, and his Rotary Club to support the inaugural Bridges to Prosperity project, repairing the bridge crossing in Ethiopia. Bridges to Prosperity builds to educate, innovate, and inspire because we believe that reducing rural isolation requires not only our own bridge building, but also a heavy emphasis on training others how to build without us. All Bridges to Prosperity technical materials are open source, available online for free. Our survey, design, and construction repository is unmatched worldwide for pedestrian bridges. Our footbridge designs are developed in partnership with engineering professionals who are respected in the industry as the world's best bridge builders and designers. By working with local engineers, masons, and other construction professionals, our programs increase the number of people in country who know the specialized skill of footbridge construction in remote areas. Bridges to Prosperity is the only organization to focus globally on building footbridges. As specialists, concentrating on being a training and resource hub to support individuals, governments, and organizations, we work to have a sound and robust support system for community-based projects around the world. This specialization has made us the leader in rural footbridge construction. We maintain the world's largest collection of open-source footbridge technical resources, covering all phases from community involvement to long-term maintenance. Nonprofits around the world, as well as municipalities and engineers in the countries where we work, use these resources to build footbridges in isolated communities. At Bridges to Prosperity, we use every part of the bridge building process to raise awareness about the role of transportation infrastructure in reducing poverty in rural communities. We find local partners who can benefit from this knowledge. We collaborate with global construction and engineering companies to learn from technical innovation, while also making our bridge designs as efficient and locally appropriate as possible. The top measurement of success for Bridges to Prosperity is how bridges impact the communities they serve. We know from research that after communities have a footbridge, 12% more kids attend school, 24% more people seek health care, and 18% more women are employed. We also measure our success by our partners' work. Bridges to Prosperity typically works in a country for about 5 years, and when the partners we've cultivated are ready to continue building footbridges, we transfer our program to another country. In Guatemala and Ethiopia, partners have built more than 50 bridges since Bridges to Prosperity has trained them and since left. When people first learn about Bridges to Prosperity, they're surprised how closely we work with communities where we build, from site selection to long-term bridge maintenance. Many other organizations, out of good intentions, just go into a community, build something, but then quickly leave. These types of projects often have huge failure rates after only a short amount of time. But we have full-time staff living in each country where we work, finding and working with communities to build these footbridges. Our way is a little more time-consuming, but the longevity of service that our footbridges provide proves that our model is most effective. Our biggest achievement to date is providing over 500,000 people with safe river crossing. While this is a small drop in the bucket, considering there are more than 1 billion people that the World Bank estimate lack sufficient infrastructure, I'm proud that the bridges connect over 500,000 people in more than a dozen countries throughout Asia, Africa, and Latin America. Bridges to Prosperity has also worked with more than 20 universities in the United States and around the world to show engineering students how to use their training to make a difference. University groups have built dozens of bridges, some with Bridges to Prosperity and some on their own, using Bridges to Prosperity's technical resources. Like many nonprofit organizations, we continually work to secure funding. Balancing bridge program work with ongoing grant searches, cultivating individual supporters, and looking for new sources of funding is more than a full-time job. And that's why we're grateful to be included in the Giving Library, so we can introduce Bridges to Prosperity's work to new people, like you. We hope that you will join us to fight the poverty caused by rural isolation. Anyone can be a bridge builder, even if you never pick up a hammer at a bridge site. By joining Bridges to Prosperity, you impact entire communities for years to come with a sustainable river crossing. With additional funding, Bridges to Prosperity will increase outreach in countries where we work and increase the spread of footbridge knowledge. Bridges to Prosperity also wants to increase monitoring and evaluation efforts in communities that already have footbridges to better understand and quantify the impact footbridges have on people's lives. In addition, we need to expand our engineering staff, allowing us to design and build more bridges, and just as importantly, train others to build bridges without us. Bridging gaps is what we do. It's crucial that we continually improve the technical resources we use to reach more people with the powerful knowledge of how to connect an isolated rural village to the other side of a raging river. But in a practical sense, we've more than 1,000 printed pages of manuals and 10 hours of training videos that need to be updated and translated.